Welcome back, everybody. It is the first weekend of summer, or it's about to be anyway, so we are encouraging you to get out and about and support some local businesses and have a lot of fun, too. If you find yourself running around town this weekend, keep in mind the great events. Sarah Thompson is here with just a few to tell you about, brought to you by New Balance St. Louis. And she is always perfectly balanced and in a great mental state when she walks. No, it's true.
Give me like
you leave it all at the curb. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's one of the reasons we love you. And I do love the Del Mar Loop, too, and I look for excuses to take the kids out there, and I've got the perfect excuse right now to head out there.
Yeah, because it's Del Mar Loop week. Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, the Del Mar Loop, I mean, this has continuously been sort of written up as one of the 10 great streets in America, 15 coolest streets in America. There's always something going on, literally. Any day you can go.
I think it's underappreciated, honestly. It probably doesn't get the attention.
I think that's a really good, I think that's a really good point. What they've done this week, it's kind of, we're already in the midst of it, is in celebration of summer, they're having the Del Mar Loop week. So it actually started last Saturday, and each day there was like something. They had a happy hour day where yappy hour, you could bring your dog. They had a sweets tour where places had different sweets. So today is Pride Day, where they've partnered with Food Outreach, and you can bring a canned good to some of the establishments and get certain discounts on food and drinks. Tomorrow is something called Make Music Day. This is actually an international music festival, but they're celebrating it for their Friday of Del Mar Loop Week. The way that works, it's 800 cities and 120 countries across the globe. But you can just go, and there's live music pretty much at different corners and different venues. So tomorrow, you will just get live music, whether you're at Pinup Bowl or whether you're at the Moonrise Hotel. There's going to be live music acts, and that's actually happening citywide. And then finally on Saturday, the end to Del Mar Loop Week is their Arts Fest, and almost at different venues, they have a whole map. There's going to be live art demonstrations, culinary art demonstrations, a lot of stuff. But pretty much every day this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the remainder, a lot of cool stuff going on. Go check it out or go to their website and just see the lineup.
Especially if you've never been out there. This is a good way to experience the vibe.
Yeah, and a lot of discounts this week, a lot of discounts at the stores too.
The food truck food game around St. Louis just gets better and better each year. It really does. Like the quality, the variety, and here's a good chance tomorrow evening, right, to sample a whole wide variety of these.
That's, again, another good point, Matt. Yeah, I mean, remember like 15 years ago when food trucks were popping up, and now it's just, there's such a wide variety. They are so good and a lot to choose from. The St. Louis County Parks really celebrates this by doing this Food Truck Fest, and that's taking place this Friday. So I will say this is reoccurring, meaning there's different parks that they are doing it at in different dates.
Right.
The one for this week that we're talking about is this Friday at Tilly's Park in Ladue, right there at McKnight. A lot of people know it for the Winter Wonderland during the holiday season. So that's going to be from starting at 5 o'clock, 5 to 8 p.m. They have live music. It's a Steve Ewing duo that's going to be performing. But they've got about 7, 8 different food trucks. I think it's around 7. They also have Sarah's Drink Stop, which is not a food truck per se, but it's a truck that has beer and wine, which is pretty cool.
Which is brilliant.
Right. Why didn't I think of that one?
Yeah, Kent had a good question. Who's driving that? You got to designate one person.
The cool thing about this is, like, you know, I think we talk about so many events. This is one thing where it doesn't cost money to go to. Obviously, you have to buy your food. And it's like just to hang out if you're looking either for a really low-key date night or something to bring the kids to. This is great because you just bring your money for food and you get to hang out in Tilly's Park, which is a great park, by the way. And there's the big playground area.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you're worried about the kids, they have one of the best playgrounds in the city-county area. Yeah. It's really great.
I was just there yesterday. But yeah, no, go check it out. So that's this Friday starting at 5 o'clock.
And Del Mar Loop.
Yes, and Del Mar Loop all week. Well, the rest of the week till Saturday.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We appreciate it. Running around town, brought to you by New Balance St. Louis. You can stop by any of their 3 area locations or find them on the web at newbalancestlouis.com.
You know what I noticed about the food truck thing? Because you had barbecue trucks and you had taco trucks early on, and then you started seeing more and more of the specialty stuff. But when the restaurants got wind of it and thought, wait a minute, this isn't expanding the brand, we can just take our fare and take it out on the road. That's when it really launched.
Bingo.
Seems to me.
Yeah, it upped the game a little bit, didn't it?
Absolutely. I love it. Well, if you're looking for